our group will present about the history of mazhab. Do you know what is mazhab? The word mazhab is derived from Arabic terms which is mean interested into something. Besides, mazhab is also mean as branch as teaching that followed by Muslim. Actually, there are many types of mazhab exist in this world, but the only mazhab that we still use until now, there are 4, which is mazhab Syafi'i, mazhab Maliki, mazhab Hanbali, and also mazhab Hanafi. So next, our group will explain more about the history of each mazhab.
Okay, today I will talk about mazhab Hanafi. The founder and the real name of mazhab Hanafi is Nu'man bin Sabit bin Zuqti. He was born in the year 80 Hijr. He was founded by Abdullah bin Mas'ud, who is a close friend of the time of Prophet Rasulullah SAW. His father was a great merchant who lived with Ali bin Abi Talib. Abu Hanifa participated in his father's business, but his greater interest was in reading and memorizing the Quran. He was a big-hearted, high-spirit man. Also, he was wise man in the knowledge. The beginning of education, Abu Hanifa, he began to devote himself to studying Islamic knowledge. At first, he began to study Qur'an, Arabic language, pen science, and more. However, his favorite areas of knowledge are Hadith and Fiqh. He spends a lot of time and energy of it. Abu Hanifa continued his study by teaching Al-Sha'bi and several other scholars in the Quran. According to history, he had 93 while he was in the Kufa. And then he immigrated to Basra to study with Hamad bin Abi Sulaiman, Qatada, and Shu'bah. After studying with Shu'bah, they continued as Amirul Mu'minin fi Hadith and the leader of the people in the field of Hadith. He allowed his teacher to begin teaching the Hadith. However, after that, he feels dissatisfied with the knowledge he had. So, he continued to seek knowledge in the Mecca and the Medina. And then he began studying with Atta, son of Abi Rabbah. Later, Abu Hanifa continued studying with Ikrimah, a prominent figure in Mecca who was also disciple of Abdullah bin Abbas, Ali bin Abi Talib, Abu Hurairah, and Abdullah bin Umar. Abu Hanifa reliance on Hadith and Fiqh was recognized by Ikrimah until he later allowed Abu Hanifa to become a teacher of the people of the Mecca. Abu Hanifa then continued his study in Medina. When with Bakir and Ja'far al-Hasidiq, he then sat next to Malik bin Anas, a prominent figure of the city Medina at that time. Although Abu Hanifa was 13 years old than Malik, this did not prevent him from studying. When his beloved teacher died in Basra in 120 Hijr, Abu Hanifa was asked to replace Hamad as a teacher and religious leader in Basra. Seeing that no one would continue Hamad's league, Abu Hanifa agreed to the post. Therefore, that is where the Imam Mazhab Abu Hanifa began talk and became the history of the great figure of Islamic world.
History of Imam Maliki, his background. His full name was Abu Abdul Malik bin Anas bin Abu Amir bin Amru bin Qayman bin Kuti bin Amir bin Al-Haris. Okay, Imam Malik is the second priest of the 4 priests in the 5th scholar of Al-Sunnah wal Al-Jama'ah in terms of age. He was born in Medina, in the village of Zul Marwah, a place located north of the city of Medina in 1993 Hijrah. Regarding the date of his birth, there are many different histories. Among them, some say that Imam Malik was born in 93 Hijrah as stated, while others say it was in the year 95 Hijrah. He is almost 86 years old. Imam Malik throughout his life fought for the religion and the rule of Islam. Imam Malik was born during the region of Al-Walid bin Abdul Malik al-Umawi. He died during the region of Harun al-Rashid during the region of the Bani Abbasiyah. His life is the same as the life of Imam Abu Hanifah. During his lifetime, Imam Malik experienced two forms of government, Umayyah and the Abbasiyah, where there was a great disagreement between the two governments. Okay, for Imam Malik seeking of knowledge, the environment of Al-Madinah, where Imam Malik grew up, was one immerses in pretty and sacred knowledge. He set foot on the sacred path from very early on in his life. After completing his memorization of the Noble Quran, as was customary for students in the early period of Islam, Imam Malik suggested to his family that he would like to attend scholarly circles to study their knowledge. Imam Malik accepted himself in seeking knowledge in different areas of expertise such as hadith and fiqh, and he attended the circle of numerous scholars and traditionalists. Muhammadatin, the most famous work of Imam Malik that has reached us in his Muwatta. Jurisdiction methods. Imam Malik has demanded most of his knowledge from scholars of Medina. Among them, Abdul Rahman bin Hurmuz. Imam Malik had sought knowledge with him for a considerable period of time. He has also received hadith from many hadith scholars such as Nafi, former servant, Ibn Umar, and Ibn Shihab al-Zuhri. His teacher in the field of fiqh is Rabi'ah bin Badur Rahman, is well known in the book of Rabi'ah al-Rawi. Okay, Imam Malik is a figure in the field of hadith and fiqh. His book Al-Muwatta is a big contributor in the field of hadith and fiqh. The first method practiced by Imam Malik in concluding a law was from the Quran and Sunnah. If not available from both sources, this main law, then Imam Malik will turn to the method of ijma and qiyas, and then he used it anyway method. Masalah musalah, population practice, will be described in more detail later.
Okay, next is Mazhab Shafi'i. The name was Mazhab Shafi'i because the Mazhab was found by Imam Shafi'i. Do you know who is Imam Shafi'i? Imam Shafi'i is the greatest Imam in this world. He became the most popular Imam because the fatwa that he produced are accordance with the culture and custom of the three respective states. His real name was the Muhammad bin Idris. He was born on 767 Masihi, that the same day with the Imam Hanafi was died. At the age of 10, his mother took him to Mecca to perform Haji, and after that, his mother asked him to seek knowledge in Mecca. And then, Imam Shafi'i started to begin his study with Muslim bin Khalid al-Zanji, who is the Mufti at Mecca city at that time. Although at that time his family's economy was unstable, but his mother was want him to continue his study at Mecca. Because of that, Imam Shafi'i had to write all his notes on discarded paper because he does not have enough money to buy his stationery. Even though despite having dealt with challenge and obstacle, he never gave up, and he persevered in trying to gain more knowledge until he succeeded to memorize one of the most popular fiqh book, which is Al-Muwatta, written by Imam Malik bin Anas. Okay, lastly, Imam Shafi'i was died when he was 54 years old at 29 Rajab 204 Hijrah. He was died because one night when he on his way back to his home, he was attacked and beaten by people until his death. And at the same time, he was suffered with hemorrhage. After Imam Shafi'i was died, he has left the most popular fiqh book, which is Al-Um and Al-Risalah. And after his death, some of his students was continued his legacy with teaching other people. Okay, next is jurisdiction method. Generally, in Mazhab Shafi'i, he was used 5 basic of sources, which is the first one is Al-Quran, second is As-Sunnah, third is Ijma', fourth is Qaulus Sahabah, and lastly is Qiyas.
Now we will proceed. The last mazhab is Mazhab Hanbali. The history of Mazhab Mazhabs. The founder of the Mazhab Hanbal took the name of its founder, Imam Abu Abdullah Ahmad bin Hanbal bin Hilal bin Asad al-Zuhaili al-Shaybani. He was born in Baghdad and he also died in the month of Rabiul Awal. He has traveled to seek knowledge in several cities such as Yemen, Medina, Mecca, Al-Jazirah, and Al-Sham. Okay, Imam Ahmad learned of science from Imam Sheikh Wells in Baghdad. Imam Ahmad to be a mustahil mujtahid. The number of teachers extend 100. He sought to collect the Sunnah and memorize it until he became known as Imam al-Mujtahidin. Imam Ahmad has received many expectations and challenges. He was beaten and prizes for slandering the idea that the Quran was the most recent correction of Al-Ma'mum, Al-Mutasim, and Al-Waqti. He was painted as the Prophet. Ibnu al-Madini say, indeed Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala glorified Islam with 2 men. The first man is Abu Bakr on the day of Arab apotheosis, and the second is Ibn Hanbal, once of the day of slander.
Okay, furthermore, there are several factors that is brought to the difference of ruling between each mazhab. So the first factor is the difference of direction from Prophet Muhammad SAW for a particular individual. Imam Muslim has narrated to a visually impaired of his friend saying, I do not have a guide to go to the mosque to pray, so give me a permission to just pray at home only. So after that, Nabi Muhammad SAW has give him a permission to just pray at home. But after Nabi Muhammad SAW found out that that guy just staying near with the mosque, Nabi Muhammad SAW was withdraw his permission because Nabi Muhammad SAW said that that guy still can hear the azan. However, there is also another sahabat that have get the permission from Nabi Muhammad SAW without being revolt under the certain circumstances. Okay, next factor is special instruction are seen as general instruction. Okay, in this case, they have a poor friends of Prophet Muhammad SAW, which is named as Sulaih al-Ghartafani, entered the mosque during the khutbah. And suddenly, Nabi Muhammad SAW asked him to perform a salat sunat before he sitting down. And because of that, some of the scholars believe that instruction are just only for poor people, and some of scholars believe that the instruction are common and just not related with the poor people. So in this case, we know that this thing become one of the factor why the difference of rulings between each mazhab are happen.
Okay, the last is conclusion. The emergence of the founder of the school and the establishment of the mazhab and the fiqh stream subsequently emerges as four major mazhab and still in the hand of the Muslim community today. The emergence of the mazhab has little to do with many positive implications for Muslims who have little to no problem with Muslims who are fanatic to the mazhab. As a Muslim who upload the commands of Allah Almighty and His Messenger, we must look the positive and try to revive the clutter caused by those who try to emulate this noble religion. The purification will never end unless we return to the source of the Quran and the As-Sunnah that the Messenger of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala entrusted to hold forever. Today, all the sects are very important and a way to humanity in the event of many of many misunderstanding about Islam.